Well, younger Bahamians still struggling to make the shift to independent living as financial constraints, a slowly rebounding job market, and other economic factors restrict access to homes. In this report, our Raven Davis shares what young people can do to better equip themselves to qualify in this economic climate.
It appears that young people are being shut out of the housing market. And while the dream of home ownership resonates with many, the crushing reality is that changing economics makes the dream more distant than ever before.
I remember in Freeport some homes being built for about $50,000. That is impossible today.
The average housing price starts at about $150 and it goes up. But the 150 houses are basically the lower income homes, and people don't want them. They want to be in more upscale areas, and they can't afford the upscale areas.
A number of variables, including stringent bank demands, a volatile job market, and the need to have a certain level of income impeding the shift to independent living. Carey says unlike in some regions where individuals stay home permanently, the hope is that it does not become a reality for Bahamians, but he posits education as the antidote.
So many of our youngsters are not availing themselves to further education, even at University of the Bahamas. And it's making it very difficult. It will be very difficult for them to derive the level of income in the near term that will be able to place them in a position to afford a home, even what we now call low-cost homes, which are not low-cost by any stretch of the imagination.
Noting that, as with everything else, the price of real estate has gone up when compared to times past. Regrettably, Miller says the closure of Gold Rock exacerbates an already troubling issue.
Because of the import block of Nassau, and now that's one contractor told me, it's only going to get higher. I feel at some point the government probably needs to step in and try to build subdivisions and try to give people reasonable housing.
Carey, on the other hand, says he does not believe there is more government can do to make home ownership less cost prohibitive.
The only thing that the government can do is it can borrow, which is increasing the country's debt, or it use the taxes that it collects to assist people, and it does do that through its social services programs and others.
The real estate agent says her advice to young people would be to spend money wisely, make it a point to save, and to refrain from accumulating excessive loans. For the Bahamas tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.